something million voters did not actually turn up. Sikhuluma lapha nge-65% and then 35% did not actually turn up. Do you think perhaps if the voting, the number of voters were to be a little bit higher, perhaps we would see a different reflection or a different kind of results than what we're seeing currently?
So you've got y is equals to a into x minus p all squared plus a cube. Where Mangmamba of God namuhle, just want to find out who is Mr Vee. Yo, very long one, but I'll try to make it a little bit short. I'm originally from Limpopo, in a village called Chakuma, in Rutanani. I was born in 1972. I'm the second born child. We were actually 7 in number. And it has been some time back, man. When 1972 on the 27th, yeah, I'm an Aquarian anyway. Then, of course, when I was growing like any other kid, I had my dreams. I want to become an engineer, because to me, engineers were like the people. We were cooler, you know. We knew in terms of professions, we could teaching, at least social work, but I wanted to do something different. Ngaqhubeka ngai-RMTC, ngayenza teaching, and then ngahlala phansi. Could not actually, I never thought I'll find myself around with bank in particular. But I had a friend, professor, Inogundruli, but Msakazweni. He is the pro, the master himself, the young man that I met in 2012. It was when I came back, I realized that he was staying here. So he said, why not? I mean, unfortunately, yeah, why is because so I would come here constantly every day. What time are Mr. Lesmate? So yeah, what must we are London? So that is how I actually happened to be with this young man. But yeah.
Since 2012, since then vele wahamba izwe abaphungu wabuya futhi back last year. I think early last year ngabo March, February March, so and then wabuya waqalisa la agcine khona because uthishere and njengoba sikashile like esikoleni wenzani abuye futhi abe i-radio presenter. Now wenza i-current affairs usho vele ngisho ukuthi iphambili kakhulu leyo. Nami ngabuye ngayibamba time angekho ngahlala until wabuya yena waphinda futhi wayithatha. But then ngasho nje ukuthi kuyo konke ukuthi especially nasemsebenzini wakhe u-teaching, and manje umuntu othanda ukusebenza under pressure, because you understand ukuthi current affairs yangena entambama and ekuseni mina besesikolweni, after that ngabo 4 kusho ukuphumula kanako vele njengoba namhla holiday, but uyangena current affairs via.
Hi, my name is Renaissance Makunyane.
Okay, Kamalami Sidwell Usumziyoto.
Shortly, I'm just gonna talk about Mr. Vee. A great guy, really, very good in his profession as an electrical and mathematics teacher. We always run to him when we have a maths problem, and we know that soon, in less than a dash, he'll have solved it for us.
I love this school so much because it has got a history. It has produced so many leaders. Amongst others, we can include Jackson and Tembo, the prominent leader, and many other professionals and academics, including people of clergy, abafundisi. Mr V, commonly known is Mr Necherenoni, but we used to cut it because it was very difficult to spell it out. So we simply say Mr Nech. How I came to know about Mr V is that I'm heading a team called TLO, so Teacher Liaison Officer, that deals with RCL, but we call them the former SRCs, but with the school we call them RCLs. So he was part of that team, very energetic, very knowledgeable person, and currently is offering electrical technology, including mathematical literacy. And I'm told the school that he came from, he produced so beautiful results. Hence we called him to ask him to come and help us this side. So he's a very dynamic person, very very energetic, very capable person. And then according to his performance, it can go a long way. He's a very good person and very comfortable to work around.
Yeah, Mr. V, I started knowing him in 2007 when he joined us like school. We have a very good relationship. Practically, we are friends. Work together. We even share the office, as you can see. Mutunje, all right, intelligent guy, talkative as well. Yeah. Abantwana bamthanda because he knows what he's doing. Uyazi subject yakhe, and abantwana bamtrusta as well. Naye futhi uyayithanda nje teaching.
Mr. V, to me, he's like my role model. I look up to him every time, all the day. Every time I'm going to always phone.
I know Mr. Nech since last year. He was my class teacher on power system, electrical power system, right? And he is teaching us even in maths. He is a good teacher.
Every time, phone.
Vertically subtracted. Because it's like I said, you are. Right. What is half of minus 3 over 2? Which will still be minus 3 over 2. Calculator. Just put minus 3 over 2 squared. And we are saying half the coefficient of x. So the coefficient of x is minus 3. Half of minus 3 is minus 3 over 2. So now this is I'm going to add. Which is minus 3 over 2 all squared. Do you see that? What is this? This is half of that. So immediately after having done that, immediately after adding, subtract that which you have added. Do you see that? Careful analyze, just that I'm calling a 8 number. Do you see that? But we would still have said plus minus 3 squared, then minus 3 squared plus 8. Careful, I've just swapped those around so that you understand. This is not there because when you subtract these two, you will still get a 0. If you say this minus that, you get a 0. Right. Then you also have got plus 2. Then I write plus a 2. Do you see? I have added minus 3 over 2 immediately, then I also subtract minus 3 over 2 all squared. Is it making sense? Right. From there, where do we go? As I'm saying that this part there, Tinamani will only focus on this.
And then in terms of his radio business, I only heard about it in, was it 2014 when I started working here, and then he told me he was doing a jazz slot. I'm very curious. So I was like, hey dude, I heard you do a radio show, and he's like, yeah, you should listen in, and he told me the slot, but me and my 2-bit brain, we decided to forget. But yeah, great guy.
No, you can be able to switch from one character to another. So if you don't know him as a teacher, you listen to him in the radio, you will never tell them that he's a teacher. So fortunate I was, when the eMalahleni started, I was one amongst people who interviewed me, but I was running a program, a geography program, to assist grade 12 learners. So if If you listen to him at the radio, he's very, very dynamic. Very. And you'll be shocked that he's an educator on the other side.
Ngimazi kakhulu as a radio presenter because I once worked with him as well at the radio. I was a news reader as well. And uyayithanda radio. And ngicabanga ukuthi what he does on radio it also plays important role la esikoleni because njenge-radio personality uba information eningi esincedayo futhi njengathi la esikoleni.
Post esekunda, that is where I started working as a teacher in 1997. Then from there I went to Donald lapho kusebenzela khona eMalahleni Secondary School. Then I was recruited to come this side to offer electrical technology by with the former principal of the local newspaper, Mr. Nyauza. It was during that time that I learned of auditions to a station esizoqala lapha eMalahleni, but eMalahleni FM. I went there, I could not even understand what Maroza one station la abantu laba bahlala ngathi. Mawufika lapha there was nothing, kunamajita nje athunga ecathu. So I took some chances like any other person. During the day of auditions, ngafika lapha and ngikhathalekile. But yeah, we were around 180 if I still remember my contestants or other people that had come to audition. So the rest was history. Of course, today it's a very beautiful Sunday morning. We are right here at News Cafe Highfield Mall. My name is Mr. Vee, but of course my birth name is Katuchero, Thomas Necherondoni. I'm a presenter at eMalahleni FM. I do a current affairs show on Monday to Thursday between 6 and 7 o'clock. And on Sunday I do the Afro Sensation. That is where I basically play, Afro pop and Afro soul. But today we're out here at Highfield Mall News Cafe. And what is happening is we're having a live broadcast whereby I'll be sharing the stage with 3 of my colleagues. That is King Eric, KK, as well as myself. And King Eric is going to kick off at 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock. Between 1 and 2, then we're going to have Princess, who is the resident DJ here, who's also will be actually treating people to beautiful music as well. After that one is going to be KK, then taking from 2 until 4 o'clock. Then from 4 to 6 it will be myself, Mr. Vee. After that one, of course, there is still a lot of entertainment coming away, whereby we'll be doing it live on the decks, and my slot will be between 8 and 9 o'clock. So you can just prepare yourself with very beautiful music, because today it's strictly Afro-pop, Afro-soul. But it also gives me a sense of pride to say I was the first ever presenter to go on air lapha eMalahleni FM. That was on the 10th of April 2010 at 12 o'clock, rather 12 o'clock, the 12th of April in 2010. I was the first to go on air. Friend 8.7, the best companion in the city. Today marks the second day of the month of May 2019. My name is Mr. Vee and welcome to it. This is eMalahleni FM Talk. We will be together, of course, from now up until 7:30. This is a special broadcast tonight where we are still looking at the road to elections. You will remember that, of course, as we're speaking today, we are just 5 days before the national elections that are due on the 8th of May 2019.
Economic freedom fighters. What I can say is that if you can look at the achievement the EFF has achieved since 2014, from the 5th democratic government which is coming to an end, we've been pushing in parliament through robust debate to the issue of speaking to the issue of land, which was key amongst the issue that we've been pushing. And then we fought and won against the cases that which we dealt with, the corruption. So now, since when we are going for the elections now, we just want to advise abalaleli bonke baseMalahleni from all 34 wards that they must go and vote for the EFF, because in actual fact you can see what the electioneering theme here to this year. It is clear that as the EFF we are fighting to achieve the issue of land and jobs, precisely because the ruling party has failed since 1994, since they've promised to return 30% of the land back to the people.
Now, as a DA, we're saying vote for us. because we are a government already. We have shown how to govern in the Western Cape. Even now we're standing as the best run province in South Africa. No one can compare himself or herself in terms of running the province properly. That's why we're saying as a government, we can transform what was happening in the Western Cape into the whole country and make sure that the country is successful. We've got a plan, or we've got an agenda that will change or eliminate corruption and state capture. The agenda we have, we say, is going to create an honest and professional police service that protects and serves South Africans. We've got an agenda to create a fair access to real and long-term jobs. We've got an agenda that will have secure borders and speed up the delivery of basic services. As the ANC, we're going to be transforming the economy to serve all our people. We'll know that the challenges that we're facing as a country, it's the high percentage of unemployment, which we're saying we're going to be creating the decent jobs, but at the same time, we're saying we're developing our communities to have skills that will be able to contribute into our country, for them to be able to be job providers, than all our communities being only reliant to be the job seekers. So with that, we're saying we're also going to be investing in the economy for inclusive growth, looking at all our communities, black and white, women or females as well as males, and especially also investing in our youth.
And then we introduced a show called Horong Evandla, which was more of a current affairs show. So I was actually handpicked to do the show. I worked and worked. At some stage in 2016 I left for home. I was involved in a car accident. People thought, yeah, hey, Mr. V, at that time, there was some boy, because I wanted a sense of belonging. To say there are people around here who are from Limpopo, Abakhuluma Venda, but eMalahleni FM, in terms of language of broadcast, it was isiZulu, English, Sepedi, Afrikaans at some stage, and isiNdebele as well. So I felt I should just call myself Venda Boy. But Mangboya in 2016, I decided to change and say, why should I remain a boy? I mean, Senkulile, Mr. V for versatile, Mr. V for very good, Mr. V for being, volatile. Yeah, I can be volatile sometimes, but yeah, it's one of those things. So almost 25 years into our democracy. Being 25 years into our democracy, of course, there are still a lot of challenges in our country, in our municipalities, in our provinces.
Bekathanda vele ubaseredweni because esinokhuluma nje ngama previous radio stations. Remember the radio to handle sikhuluma nje ngayo ukuthi nayo uyafisa ukubaseredweni. Unfortunately, kwavela lo ukuthi abeseredweni.
Where I want to see myself with eMalahleni FM, I mean, definitely eMalahleni FM, it's a brand on its own. So I also wanna be part of that big brand, seeing myself on my billboards, also comparing, being the program director, in big stages, hosting, people from the international community who by any chance could actually come around here, but over and above, I think I want eMalahleni FM to be basically the vehicle that is going to assist people who are voiceless to can be able to air their views and be entertained as well, through that media platform. My experience with eMalahleni FM, 98.7, the best companion in the city. I would say eMalahleni FM made me.
Yeah, if you look, to round it up, 9 million people never voted, and they registered. Not necessarily they never registered. Mm-hmm. They registered, but they decided not to go and vote.
Yeah.
Mm. And most of the people must check those who registered never voted are the youth.
Yeah.
So if our youth are not participating, who are the leaders of tomorrow? This is not a problem for the ANC, it's a problem for every South African.
It is the problem of the country.
Yes.
That the young people are not actually taking, things serious. In the long run, obviously one of the good days, God will think of them, and who exactly is then going to actually lead.
since last year till vandaag sisahleli grand wangathi ngayiphatha so sihlukane sokuthi omunye mhlawumbe athola amanye amahlelo ahlalisana
ayibeke kahle esihlukanisa ukufa asihlukanisa ukufa endibheka manje ubru asazi ukuthi uzodlala ngoba ngishaya amantongomane